This kind of feels like a video you would make if you're out of ideas, but I don't really care. Just let me talk about my favorite things for 10 minutes. Now, something you might notice about the stuff I talk about in this video is that most of it is electronics. The reason for this is because all the other things that I appreciate in my life, such as this chair, or this keyboard, or these film cameras, or this telescope, or this bed, are all things that I received as gifts and did not purchase myself. Got it? Good. Let's go. Let's start by instantly breaking the rules with my headphones. These are the Sennheiser HD 598s, and I love them. The reason I say that I'm breaking the rules is because I got these as a Christmas present 5 years ago. They're technically not a purchase I made, but I still wanted to mention them. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's that if you're on a computer for most of your life, you need good headphones. Don't settle for a $50 pair of Turtle Beaches that fall apart after a year. Save your allowance money and get the good stuff. I promise you will not regret your purchase when after years of use, they still sound perfect and they're still holding strong. I mean, Markiplier's been using the same model of headphones for the past 8 years, so if you don't believe me, ask him. These are actually the only pair of headphones that I've used that actually once fooled me into thinking that sound was coming from the outside world instead of from the headphones themselves. Now, as far as I can tell, these specific headphones have actually been discontinued by Sennheiser. So if my endorsement interests you in getting a pair, you're going to have to settle for the HD 599s, which appears to be the replacement model for them. Now, this next one is simple, but it's also pretty valuable, and that's this tripod ball head mount. The reason I got this thing was to use it with this star tracking mount, which basically just tracks the motion of the stars so that you can take long exposure pictures of celestial objects. So this is all well and good, but something I realized after doing some digging through my workshop is that this bolt actually fits perfectly into the ball head itself, which means this thing is a lot more versatile than I initially thought. For instance, every video that I've used an overhead camera in was only possible because of this table that I made. I initially used my phone for these shots, but all I had to do to use the camera that I'm making this video with this setup was to drill a hole right here that was big enough for the bolt to fit through. And then from there, I can just take the ball head and screw it on. And there, that's a quick and dirty overhead camera setup. So far, this is the only other thing I've used the ball head for, but it's really easy for me to think of other DIY camera setups that use this same system.